The strength inside each of us wants to see good changes in our lives, but these changes need us to look at things differently and tackle problems in new ways. As Albert Einstein said, repeating the same actions and expecting different outcomes is just crazy. Many people hang on, waiting for the perfect moment, the right tools, or the needed knowledge before they make a move. It's like thinking change has to come from somewhere outside of us. But here's the truth. We already have everything we need within us to spark that change. When we shift our energy, the universe starts to align with us. If you're just sitting back, waiting for something to push you to change, it's never going to happen. You have to take the first step. Change doesn't belong to the future. It's happening right here, right now. The moment for transformation is today. By being aware of your situation and understanding the thoughts that keep you stuck, you can break that cycle. Remember, change isn't the end goal. It's the journey of change that shapes who you are and helps you achieve what you want. The responsibility lies with you, so start noticing things around you now. If you do, you'll see those changes begin to unfold tomorrow. Don't put off your path to improvement. Start making that change today. Everything you need to shift your life is already inside you. These natural abilities are part of who you are, and you can harness them to reshape your world. Once you tap into these amazing strengths and put them into action, your life will take a fresh turn. You'll discover that things aren't quite as they seem. A lot of people don't realize how powerful they really are, missing out on these abilities. This audiobook will share new insights to help you undergo the personal transformation needed to change your life. You'll learn how to access that inner strength and attract the life you desire. By understanding and applying these concepts, you can overcome obstacles and make your dreams a reality. This journey will become clear as you step forward. Empowerment and self-discovery, you're the creator of your own life. You control the path you take, shaping a life that's successful, happy, and fulfilling. You have the power to make changes, and this audiobook will guide you on how to tap into that power. Get ready for a journey that could change everything. You'll learn how to connect with the universal laws, build your inner strength, and take charge of your destiny. You already have the keys to a brighter future. Are you ready to unlock them? Chapter 1. Embrace the flow, letting go of control. The first step to transforming your life is learning how to let things flow. The universe has its own rules, and nothing you do will change them. Our experiences are shaped by how we perceive things. The universe doesn't bend to our will, and fighting against it only leads to frustration. So, it's important to let things flow naturally. This small shift in perspective can lead to significant changes. Think about it. Our perceptions are just that, perceptions, not the whole truth. Imagine trying to stop a river with your hands. The water would keep flowing, causing chaos. But if you work with the river's flow, you can move through it smoothly. In life, when we recognize what we can't control, we free ourselves to focus on what we can, our thoughts and reactions. It's time to shed those old thought patterns and let new ideas blossom. Just like pulling weeds to let flowers thrive, clearing away the old beliefs that have kept you stuck is essential for changing your energy and mindset. If you want to succeed, you have to let go of old thoughts that bring uncertainty, anxiety, and stress. Take failure, for instance. Too often we see it as the end, a sign of our shortcomings. But what if we flip that view? Instead of seeing failure as a dead end, think of it as a stepping stone to success, a chance to learn. Just look at Thomas Edison. He viewed his many failures in inventing the light bulb as steps toward his ultimate victory. Changing how you see failure can truly transform your journey. Turning a dead end into a stepping stone on the path to success means breaking free from our usual thought patterns. It's not just about changing how we think. We also need to shake off emotional and behavioral habits that keep us stuck. These habits often come from how we were raised and our past experiences, trapping us in cycles of negativity. For instance, if you've grown up feeling inadequate, you might develop a habit of avoiding challenges and doubting yourself. Recognizing and overcoming these tendencies is crucial. We also have to detach ourselves from things, people, or even the outcomes we cling to. Holding on too tightly can limit our potential and keep us anchored to past disappointments. Think about it. Trying to climb a mountain while lugging around a heavy backpack filled with useless items isn't easy. The lighter you are, the easier the climb. When we let go of attachments, we clear the way for new experiences and opportunities. This audiobook will offer you fresh insights to start changing your surroundings from within. You have the power to create the life you've always dreamed of. By understanding and applying these universal principles of happiness and success, you can shift your mindset and energy. As the Romans said, a healthy mind is a healthy body. Our body is how we interact with the world, so taking care of it is essential. Regular exercise is important not just for physical wellness, but it also helps relieve that buildup of chronic stress. Stress isn't just unhealthy, it creates a cycle that invites more problems into our lives. When you prioritize exercise, you project a vibe of confidence, calmness, and ease. Incorporating activities like stretching, deep breathing, and even massages into your daily routine can lead to genuine physical relaxation. Remember, physical freedom includes not just your body, but also your mind and emotions. It's all about letting go. Letting go of negative thoughts is the first step to relaxing your mind and emotions. Everything in our existence is connected. When you release those mental burdens, your vibe shifts on both physical and emotional levels. You create a sense of freedom in your body and a feeling of overall harmony by addressing both mental and physical stress. Our minds are always buzzing with energy, sending out signals linked to our beliefs and everyday thoughts. Research from neuroscience and quantum physics shows that our thoughts can actually change the pathways in our brains, affecting the release of neurotransmitters and hormones. Every single thought and action emits energy. While it might take time for these thoughts to show up in real life, persistent thinking, whether it's good or bad, can lead to major changes in our experiences and realities. Studies in psychology show how our thoughts and beliefs shape our behavior, emotions, and overall well-being. Just like electricity powers our devices, our thoughts drive our actions and shape our world. Positive thoughts shine like a beacon, lifting us up and energizing us. On the flip side, negative thoughts act like dark clouds, bringing fear and doubt into our lives. Picture your mind as a garden. Each thought is a seed. If you plant seeds of love and encouragement, you'll grow a garden full of joy and abundance. But if you sow negativity, you'll cultivate despair and insecurity. Many folks go through life on autopilot, unaware of how much their thoughts matter. To shift your energy and awareness, you need to recognize those negative thoughts when they arise. To build a life filled with success and fulfillment, you must care for your ideas like a gardener tends to plants, pulling out negativity and nurturing positivity. Our emotions guide us through life, much like a navigator uses stars to find their way. Feelings of unease or dissatisfaction often hint at negative thoughts hiding underneath. When fear, doubt, or worry comes knocking, take a moment to ask yourself, what am I thinking? To truly understand our worries, we need to dig deep, like a skilled detective. We have to identify the usual culprits behind our negativity, criticism, and fear. By shining a light on these harmful thoughts, we can break free from their grip on our mental well-being. Remember, our lives are shaped by the ideas that fill our minds. So, it's essential to embrace thoughts that inspire growth and positivity. Let's rise above limiting beliefs and carve out a new path filled with opportunity and hope. Each negative thought we let go of opens the door to a brighter future brimming with joy and endless possibilities. Now let's stop criticizing. Negative thoughts can be overwhelming, and judgment is one of the worst offenders. It shows up in many ways: judging ourselves, judging others, or even judging our experiences. Each of these casts a dark shadow over our energy. Constant self-criticism lowers our self-esteem, sending out vibes of inadequacy that push away positive connections. Plus, when we judge others, we invite negativity into our lives, making it hard to build meaningful relationships and stirring up resentment. When we critique our life experiences, we rob ourselves of happiness and fulfillment. This cycle of dissatisfaction leaves us feeling empty, hindering our ability to spread joy. Negative self-talk and harsh judgments hurt our energy and overall well-being. Scientifically, this ties back to neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to change and form new connections. When we keep criticizing ourselves or others, our brains reinforce these negative pathways, making it harder to break free. This can lead to mental, emotional, and even physical health issues, fueling a never-ending cycle of negativity. Remember, every thought and feeling we have sends out a vibrational frequency that interacts with our own energy and with others. Negative thoughts carry low vibrations, impacting not just us, but everyone around us. Criticism can create tension in our relationships and disrupt our personal energy. To keep our energy balanced and foster positive connections, it's essential to recognize and reframe negative thoughts. By doing this, we can rewire our brains and raise our energy vibrations, leading to better well-being and harmony in our lives. One common issue is excessive worrying. We often stress about the future, what others think, or get stuck in the past, which drains our mental and emotional energy. It's key to realize that worry doesn't help. It only breeds anxiety and can create a negative outlook on our future. For instance, stressing about an upcoming work presentation can spark insecurity and self-doubt. Instead of fixating on problems, try asking, what opportunities does this bring? This shift can turn worry into excitement and proactive planning. Seeking approval from others can also be exhausting and unproductive. When we constantly look for validation, it can signal a lack of self-confidence that stifles our growth. Instead, work on building trust in yourself and let your actions and achievements speak for you. By redefining worry as a chance for growth and channeling our energy into self-belief, we can break the cycle of negative thinking and create a more fulfilling future. But fixating on the past can be just as damaging as worrying about the future. It pulls us away from living in the present. Obsessing over past mistakes or missed chances keeps us from moving forward confidently. Replaying failures in your mind can lead to self-doubt and regret, making it hard to seize new opportunities and embrace positive changes. So let's focus on the here and now. Embrace the power of this moment and the chances it offers for growth and transformation instead of getting lost in the past. Letting go of old grudges and regrets opens the door to new possibilities. Focus on what you can grow into right now, rather than on what might have been. Trust yourself and embrace the path ahead. Stop the cycle of constant thinking and dwelling on the past. By doing this, you can find empowerment, calmness, and confidence in your life. It might feel tough sometimes, but always release the negativity and make space for fresh, hopeful thoughts. It's not just a good idea, it's essential. Your thoughts and emotions are like powerful energy sources that shape your life. Every thought sends out waves that influence your reality. If you believe you can't succeed, that belief becomes your truth. So stop entertaining those negative thoughts. Let them go. Speak to yourself and others in a positive way. This shift will spark more uplifting emotions, which fuel your journey to success. Emotions are strong vibrations with clear messages, whether you notice them or not. Unresolved feelings can linger and spread negativity in your life. Many people find it hard to express or even recognize their emotions. They face trauma and disappointment without dealing with how they feel. These bottled-up emotions can show up physically, leading to ailments and diseases. For instance, someone who has been deeply betrayed but never worked through that pain might struggle with chronic anxiety and really have a hard time trusting others, which can hurt new relationships. On the flip side, a person who faced harsh criticism in childhood could carry feelings of inadequacy into adulthood, resulting in stress-related issues or ongoing fatigue. By addressing and working through such feelings, they can heal and open up to new, positive experiences. When you tackle those deep emotions, you can ease physical symptoms and start showing a more confident side. Unresolved negativity gives off low vibes that people can feel, often turning them away. To move past this, it's important to deal with those feelings mentally and emotionally. Think of it like cleaning out a messy room. Once you get rid of the old negative energy, there's room for fresh, positive vibes to come in. By facing and letting go of those old feelings, you can dodge their physical effects and change your energy field. This shift not only boosts your well-being, but also brings in better experiences and improved relationships. Embracing and resolving your feelings can lead to a healthier, more satisfying life. To shake that dark cloud, you need to release those bottled-up emotions from the past. Pay close attention to the assumptions you make about troubling experiences. This awareness helps you pinpoint and tackle the roots of your negative feelings. Alongside letting go of past emotions, it's equally important to release them in the moment. Engage in some positive self-talk. Remind yourself that problems are temporary, that you're strong, that you can forgive, and that you won't let negative thoughts get the best of you. For instance, if anxiety creeps in about a work deadline, recognize how you feel, but also remind yourself of your past successes. Tell yourself, I've faced tough times and came out stronger. This will pass too. This practice helps you cope right now and stops those feelings from settling in and causing ongoing stress. Similarly, if a disagreement with a friend leaves you feeling upset, don't let it brew. Face those emotions head on. Tell yourself, I can resolve conflicts. I choose to forgive and move on. By doing this, you not only heal emotionally, but also keep your energy field more positive and healthy. Letting go of negative feelings and assumptions as they come up is like regularly tidying a space to avoid clutter. It keeps your mental and emotional area clear and bright, inviting in more positive experiences and interactions. This practice of consciously releasing emotions and encouraging yourself is a strong way to transform both your inner world and your outer life. Letting go of harmful behaviors is essential for creating a positive energy and a productive mindset. Many people turn to escapism, whether it's drinking too much, doing drugs, smoking, overeating, binge-watching TV shows, gossiping, or even overworking. We often use these activities to distract ourselves from reality. That drink, that extra plate of food, that hit of a drug might dull our emotions, giving us a brief escape. Endless TV can pull us away from our own lives, while comfort foods offer a momentary thrill. Even things like being manipulative or dishonest can look tempting because they seem to give us control or a quick emotional fix. But here's the catch: that comfort is just an illusion. Over time, these habits only deepen our dissatisfaction and can lead to even worse behaviors. Take drinking, for example. Someone might start it to cope with stress, but before they know it, they're dependent on alcohol, facing health problems and messy relationships. Similarly, working too much might feel productive at first, but it can lead to burnout and distance from loved ones. To break free from these cycles, we need to recognize what's really driving our behaviors, those emotional voids we're trying to fill. This might mean finding healthier ways to cope, like practicing mindfulness, picking up hobbies that genuinely make us happy, or seeking support from our friends, family, or professionals. By understanding the real needs behind our destructive habits, we can begin to replace them with positive actions that boost our well-being and make life more fulfilling and balanced. This conscious effort not only improves our mental and emotional health, but also radiates a positive energy that draws in better opportunities and relationships. When you catch yourself in these behaviors, ask yourself, what are you trying to escape? What pain are you numbing? At its core, this avoidance comes from forgetting your true self, your highest identity, your connection to the divine, and your inherent worth. Whether you realize it or not, this lost connection is what really steals your peace. As you find yourself slipping into these harmful actions, remember to reflect on that. Here's an important truth: every choice you make influences your energy. Do you really want to send out vibes of escaping reality? If not, commit to letting go of those bad habits. Learning to release what no longer serves you is a lifelong journey. Each day, make a fresh promise to let go of the past and stop worrying. This opens the door to healthier choices that will surely brighten your life. By shedding the thoughts, emotions, and patterns that hold you back, you tap into your true energy, radiating a beautiful vibe that everyone can feel. Making this change means understanding the roots of your actions. You need to actively replace negative habits with positive ones. For instance, if stress leads you to drink, try meditating or spending time outdoors instead. These healthier choices can help you find your true self and restore your inner peace. Letting go of attachments is crucial. We often cling to various things like art, jewelry, furniture, or cars. Sure, these can make us proud, but attachment ties us down. The more we own, the more we feel we need. It's not wrong to desire material things, but we must recognize our attachment to them. When we think, I need this to be happy, or I can't be content without this car, we create problems. First, we begin to believe our happiness relies on stuff. That gives away our power to create joy. When we lean on external things for happiness, we sink into desperation. This endless need to possess more pulls us into a constant struggle to keep it all. Secondly, if we tie our happiness to our belongings, we put ourselves in a vulnerable spot. What if we lose those possessions? That looming worry keeps us on edge, always anxious about what could happen. We often live in a state of fear, always searching for security. This keeps us anxious about losing what we have. True freedom comes from recognizing and letting go of our attachments. When we do this, we find our ability to create happiness from within and escape the endless cycle of need and worry. This internal freedom helps us appreciate what we have without being controlled by it. This leads to a more peaceful and fulfilling life. Chapter 2. Tapping into hidden strengths. In the past, there was a clear divide between physics and the idea of consciousness. Physics was all about tangible science, the rules of the physical universe. On the other hand, consciousness was seen as something abstract, tied to psychology or philosophy. People thought these two fields were worlds apart, believing that studying one had nothing to do with the other. But lately, that view has changed. Scientists and researchers from various backgrounds are now recognizing how physics and consciousness connect. They're investigating how these two areas influence each other. This change in thinking shows that both physics and consciousness are crucial for understanding reality. Today, we know that looking at physics alone doesn't fully explain the universe's complexities. Understanding consciousness is just as important for grasping our subjective experiences. Together, these two fields give us a clearer picture of existence and highlight the connections between everything. This insight marks a major shift in how we see the universe and our role in it. From quantum physics, we've learned that reality and how we perceive it are intertwined. This idea applies to our own lives too. We can't separate our view of the tangible world from what we actually experience. Research in biomechanics even shows that our brains can't tell the difference between memories and reality. This realization pushes us to rethink how we understand existence. It suggests that the reality we live in is closely connected to our personal experiences, shaped by how we see things and remember them. Just like quantum events challenge the usual ideas of separation and cause and effect, our lives are tied to the universe in a complex way. We need to take a fresh look at what we think about reality, awareness, and ourselves. As we dive deeper into these findings, the boundaries between our inner feelings and the outside world start to blur. This opens up a chance to explore how everything is linked and how our perception shapes our experience. How we see the world, ourselves, and the emotions that arise are key to our conscious creativity. This perception doesn't just exist in our minds, it affects our bodies and how we think. Our brains react to thoughts and emotions through biological processes. A crucial area of the brain, called the hypothalamus, releases peptides when we experience certain feelings. These peptides attach to cell receptors, triggering a chemical reaction that amplifies our original emotional state. Similar thoughts lead to the same peptides and feelings, whether it's joy, fear, or sadness. Over time, this creates emotional routines and can even lead to addictive behaviors. Repeated thoughts and feelings can dull our receptors to these peptides, locking in our perspective and feeding a cycle. This intricate dance of perception, emotion, and biology significantly influences our consciousness and energy. Our thoughts and feelings shape not just how we experience life, but also our physical and mental health. By understanding this connection, we gain the power to intentionally shape our lives. We can steer ourselves toward more happiness and fulfillment by changing how we perceive things and choosing thoughts that align with our desired emotions. Your thoughts, feelings, and physical and mental responses are actively crafting your world. Every memory and desire contributes to a cycle of creation and experience, with your encounters sparking feelings that keep the cycle going. It's a never-ending loop. It highlights how our inner world interacts with the outside world. Every thought, feeling, and physical reaction contributes to how we experience life. Our thoughts and emotions play a vital role in shaping our reality. They can link us to past memories or future dreams. Just think about how recalling something from the past can spark emotions that affect how we feel now. Similarly, our hopes for what's ahead can guide our choices and actions today, shaping the path of our lives. When you decide to fill your life with more positive information and experiences, it sets off a chain reaction in your mind and body. This conscious choice boosts the production of neuropeptides, those tiny chemical messengers that help transmit signals between nerve cells. The joy, excitement, and hope you feel are tied to these neuropeptides. Once they enter your system, feelings of gratitude can lead to a profound change in many areas of your life. First off, there's a shift in how you view things, making you more aware of the options and possibilities around you. A brighter outlook begins to take the place of old, negative thought patterns. At the same time, your emotional world gets a major upgrade. Joy and enthusiasm take over, pushing aside any lingering doubts or negativity. This new vibe infuses your interactions and experiences with fresh energy and positivity. On a physical level, releasing these positive neuropeptides triggers beneficial chemical reactions throughout your body. These reactions can lead to real improvements in your well-being, like lower stress, a stronger immune system, and more overall vitality. Perhaps the most important thing is that this change in your mindset radiates outward, affecting the energy you give off and attract. As you align yourself more with positivity and optimism, you naturally start to draw in experiences and opportunities that match that vibe. To navigate the ups and downs of life effectively, it's key to recognize how our perceptions, imaginations, and expectations can twist our sense of reality. One important discovery shows that how we perceive things directly affects our emotions. When we experience something negative, our brains release neuropeptides, which ramp up those bad feelings and trigger a chain reaction that keeps us stuck in that mindset. Neuroscientists like Candace Pert have found that neuropeptides and their receptors are key players in our emotional responses. This gives us a solid reason to focus on positive perceptions. On the flip side, when we see things in a good light, our brain produces more neuropeptides that help us feel happy. Knowing that positive views can lead to joyful experiences should motivate us to cultivate those happy perspectives. Our perceptions shape our energy and outlook, even though our past experiences can color how we see things, yet they still have the power to influence our future. Cognitive neuroscience backs this up, showing how our beliefs and thoughts can literally change our brain's structure and function. The brain can rewire itself through new neural connections, a process called neuroplasticity. This means we can actually change our brains and, by extension, our physical lives, just by changing the way we perceive things. Self-perception and self-talk are crucial here. They greatly affect our mental and physical health. Positive self-talk and a healthy self-image are linked to higher levels of serotonin and endorphins, both of which boost happiness and well-being. Research suggests that low serotonin can come from negative self-perception and can worsen depression. A study published in the journal Psychological Science in 2014 highlighted how self-talk influences emotional well-being, underscoring the need for a positive internal dialogue. The power of perception is extremely clear when looking at dissociative identity disorders. Research from the American Journal of Clinical Hypnosis showed that individuals with different personalities can show unique physical conditions. For example, one personality might have diabetes while another does not. This really illustrates how much our perception can impact our physical health. Consciousness can actually change our physical state. Take the author's experience with firewalking, for instance. Walking barefoot on hot coals is something you can do safely if you switch up your mindset. Research on the mind-body connection, like studies by Benson and Proctor back in 1984, found that focusing on positive thoughts can reduce pain and help prevent injuries. This shows that the author could walk on those hot coals without harm just by recalling a happy memory. It's a clear reminder that how we perceive things can help us tackle physical challenges. The big takeaway? We each have the power to change how we see our surroundings and experiences. By choosing how we perceive the world, we can change how we physically experience it. Lots of psychological and neurological studies back this up, highlighting how our thoughts and perceptions shape our experiences and outcomes. For personal growth, it's crucial to let go of old limiting beliefs. This idea comes from cognitive behavioral therapy, or CBT, which suggests that changing our negative thought patterns can alter our emotions and behaviors. When we embrace fresh, positive perspectives, we can break free from what's been holding us back and create a more fulfilling life. The key to a reality shaped by awareness is in our perception. This ties in with quantum physics, which suggests that what we see is affected by who's observing. In terms of human experience, this means our world is largely formed by our viewpoints. Embracing this mindset allows us to see life as a blank canvas, ready for new, vibrant ideas. By regularly visualizing our goals with clarity and emotion, as if we've already achieved them, we can align our minds and energy toward reaching those goals. This process is essential for manifesting success in life, highlighting the importance of continuous positive visualization. Science backs this up in various fields, including neuroscience, which shows that our mental imagery has a profound impact on our reality. Imagery activates parts of our brain just like real experiences do. This shows us how it can shape our neural pathways and thinking. Research in neuroplasticity shows that by visualizing things repeatedly, we can actually strengthen these pathways, making our goals feel more within reach. Psychological concepts, like Albert Bandura's idea of self-efficacy, highlight how believing in ourselves is key to reaching our goals. Visualization boosts this self-efficacy, building our confidence and drive. We see this in various fields, especially sports. Athletes often use visualization to elevate their performance. Icons like Michael Phelps have credited a part of their success to these mental practices, which help keep them focused and mentally prepared. In healthcare, too, visualization has made a difference. Patients who practice guided imagery often see improvements in their physical and emotional health. This really drives home the real benefits of these techniques. Now let's talk about expectations. They form a bridge between what we want and our visualization. Creating vivid mental pictures of success is a common strategy for personal growth and achieving goals. But just imagining success isn't enough if it's not tied to our true desires and expectations. It's like planning a trip without knowing your true destination. To really unlock the power of visualization, we need to connect our desires with our expectations. That means digging deeper than surface-level goals and figuring out any subconscious beliefs that might be holding us back. These hidden expectations often come from past experiences or societal pressures that we might not even realize we have. By shining a light on these beliefs, we can figure out why we might be getting in our own way or why we settle for less than we deserve. This understanding helps us reshape our mindset, challenge those limiting beliefs, and create a more empowering outlook on what we can achieve. When we align our desires with our expectations and consistently anticipate the best outcomes, we create a strong synergy between our conscious goals and our reality. Our subconscious beliefs play a huge role in shaping our lives. When we align our thoughts, it not only makes our visualizations more powerful, but also paves the way for clarity, confidence, and the success we seek in reaching our dreams. Each day, we unintentionally paint our future using the colors of our current experiences. But when dissatisfaction clouds our vision, it becomes tough to see a brighter future. So how do you view your daily life? Are you sketching a longing for acceptance, only to paint it over with worry about rejection? Do you fill in dreams of success, only to outline them with fears of failure? Or are you drawing scenes of happiness, but drowning them in the fog of boredom and disappointment? If your strokes today are filled with negativity, you might just keep that cycle going. Instead, why not grab a different brush dipped in bright colors of hope and possibility? With every stroke, challenge yourself to create new expectations and beliefs about what you can achieve. Stretch beyond today and look to the vast horizon of tomorrow and beyond. In the dance between desire and expectation, the universe often moves to the beat of our inner song. Your desires make up the melody of your heart, resonating with your dreams. Your expectations are the harmonies, blending perfectly with that melody and reflecting your beliefs. In the grand symphony of creating your destiny, nothing matters more than the harmony of your beliefs. Your convictions should form a positive expectation, the solid foundation for great outcomes. Think of a musician about to play on an empty stage, their instrument buzzing with excitement. If they expect dissonance, their performance might fall flat, echoing their inner chaos. But if they play with optimism and confidence, every note shines with their belief in their talent, and the melody flows harmoniously. The future we envision is shaped by the strokes of our beliefs and the melodies of our expectations. By embracing hope and possibility and creating a symphony of positive expectations, we can craft a brighter tomorrow. Breathe life into the masterpiece of your destiny. You can't just wish for good things while expecting bad ones. Start looking for the best in your daily life and in chasing your dreams. You have the power to lift your awareness to a brighter, happier place in every experience. Take back your strength and picture your perfect day and future. Understand what it looks like, how it feels, and how it can truly become your reality. Chapter 3: Empowering Energies, Unleashing the Force Within. When you rely on outside factors, you're unknowingly handing over your power. But remember, the real power is inside you. You're the source of the energy you usually attribute to what's outside. Picture the world as a huge ocean of energy. Everything, from what's real to what's hidden, vibrates with energy. In this cosmic symphony, you're both a receiver and a sender, constantly surrounded by waves of energy. Think of yourself as a satellite. You're picking up signals from others while sending out your own unique energy into the universe. Every thought, every feeling, every interaction sends ripples across this energetic sea, shaping your reality. Whether you see it or not, the outcomes you experience reflect the vibrations of your own energy field. The beauty of this cosmic dance is that you can change the tune anytime. Energy is the currency of the universe. It drives the laws that shape our lives. It's the quiet force guiding your destiny, weaving through existence to bring your desires to life. By intentionally choosing the kind of energy you put out, you influence what comes back to you. It's a simple but powerful process that's always at play, steering your life's path. In physics, when frequencies line up, they create resonance. Similar signals come together and harmonize, drawing closer in a beautiful dance of attraction. This idea goes beyond the physical. It impacts every part of your life, your social circles, romantic connections, career moves, and personal growth. You are a magnet, pulling in experiences that match the energy you project. If you want to change what you attract, you have to start from within. You need to grasp the alchemy of your own energy field. Imagine you're a master painter, holding the brush to the canvas of your life. With every stroke, each thought and intention, you can shape your reality, turning chaos into harmony and dreams into something real. Think about your energy as a kind of music, a symphony made up of the frequencies of your mind, soul, and heart. We've talked about how much of this music comes from your thoughts and feelings, but where do those thoughts and feelings come from? Do they just pop up out of nowhere? At the heart of your emotions and thoughts is your belief system. This is where it gets interesting. Everything you bring into your life traces back to these core beliefs. Your beliefs are like a web of assumptions created from your upbringing and experiences. Most of us don't really examine the truths we hold dear. We live with our beliefs as naturally as we breathe, having inherited them from the moment we were born. They shape how we see the world, and we rarely think to question them. Yet when we don't even recognize our beliefs and their effects, we give up our ability to change our lives. No matter what we were taught or how we've been treated, our beliefs are still our choice. As thinking adults, we can change them. We can choose to embrace what resonates with us and let go of anything that brings fear or negativity into our lives. In the realm of energy and consciousness, a healthier belief system lays the groundwork for better outcomes. The positivity or negativity of our energy shines through our thoughts and feelings. Behind them lie our core beliefs. Negative beliefs can lead to negative emotions and thoughts. On the flip side, positive beliefs nurture our souls, filling us with hope and leading us to the good feelings and ideas we aspire to have. This is definitely the frequency we want for the project, because it brings the amazing results we're looking for. Let's take a closer look at how these energy sources connect with our beliefs. Our beliefs are the foundation from which all our thoughts and assumptions arise. We form these beliefs either directly through education or indirectly from how our parents and authority figures treat us. It doesn't matter if these teachings are false, unhealthy, or even harmful, because their source makes them feel completely true to us. Each belief leads to thoughts that trigger emotional responses, all mixing together to create the energy you unknowingly project throughout your life. Chapter 4. The Transformative Force of Intention. Intentions are crucial. They drive the laws of desire and intention. Every action you take has a purpose, whether you're aware of it or not. When you live with a clear and honorable direction, both in daily tasks and bigger goals, you align yourself with the powerful natural forces of pure desire. This alignment is essential because consciousness is the key to tapping into these forces effectively. Being aware of and controlling your intentions is vital to getting what you want. Every choice you make, be it an action, decision, or behavior, is influenced by your deeper intentions. Even if the actions look the same, the intentions behind them can change the energy you put out there, which can alter the results you see in your life. This shift in energy highlights how important it is to be deliberate and mindful of your motivations. Different intentions can lead to very different outcomes, even when the actions themselves stay the same. By consciously directing your intentions toward positive and meaningful goals, you can really boost the quality and impact of what you do. This intentional way of working not only makes your efforts more effective, but also aligns your personal energy with what you truly want. So taking control of your intentions isn't just about hitting goals. It's about building a life that reflects your deepest values and dreams. The intention behind an action shapes its true value and impact. And if you give complimenting a coworker can mean a lot, but it really depends on why you're doing it. If your compliment is sincere and meant to uplift, it can have great results. But if you're just trying to manipulate them for your own reasons, that's a different story. Those hidden motives can create negative vibes, leading to controlling situations. When you're kind to gain approval or to feel good about yourself, you're actually undermining your kindness. It shows you might not believe you're worthy of being valued. Kind acts that come from a place of desperation can mess up the energy and outcome in your life. Every action, no matter how small, carries a deeper meaning that affects what you do and how it turns out. Take cooking dinner, for example. You can choose to enjoy the process, maybe try a new recipe, or savor the sense of the ingredients, making it a relaxing experience. Or you can rush through it, thinking about all the other tasks waiting for you. That just turns cooking into a stressful job. The attitude you bring transforms this simple task and changes how it feels. Think about doing chores at home. You might feel proud after tidying up, which brings satisfaction. But if you focus on how much time and effort they take compared to other fun things, those same chores can become annoying and stressful. Your intention really shapes whether the outcome is good or bad. At a social gathering, your energy is contagious. If you show genuine interest, conversations will flow and feel rewarding. But if you're just showing up because you feel you have to, it's likely to feel flat and unsatisfying. By choosing to fill your everyday activities with positive intentions, you can break the cycle of negativity. This shift in perspective allows you to make the most of each day, turning mundane tasks into opportunities for growth. Living a meaningful life is all about finding happiness and growing as a person. Each day is a chance to look forward to something and to be thankful. When you tackle everyday tasks with a positive attitude, even the most boring chores can turn into moments of joy and personal development. Take cooking, for example. Instead of seeing it just as a chore, think of it as a way to nourish both yourself and your loved ones. It's an opportunity to get creative and spend quality time together. But if you're stuck in fear and worry, it can really hold you back and lead to habits that hurt you. Imagine starting a new work project. If you go in feeling scared and doubting yourself, that negative mindset can become a self-fulfilling prophecy. Instead, what if you swapped fear for determination? You'd find it easier to tackle challenges and move closer to success. Another key to a happy life is to find joy in the little things. Take a walk, for instance. Instead of just thinking of it as exercise, relish the sights and sounds around you. Being present in those moments lets you connect your daily actions with your bigger goals, leading to more fulfillment. This shift in mindset keeps you focused and helps fend off negative thoughts. Keeping a positive outlook empowers you to face obstacles head-on and think outside the box when things get tough. Ultimately, by embracing positivity and gratitude, you make the journey just as rewarding as reaching your goals. If you catch yourself thinking, "I need to work harder for what I want," or "I'll be happy once I achieve this," it signals a mindset of neediness. On the other hand, shifting your thoughts to, "I create my own destiny," or "every challenge helps me grow," can ignite real motivation. When your drive comes from a place of abundance instead of lack, it changes everything. Shifting from chasing external goals to feeling fulfilled within can break the endless cycle of effort that feels unattainable. On the flip side, when you embrace a strong and resilient mindset, you start to feel this inner abundance and satisfaction. You see obstacles as opportunities to grow. You live each moment with intention and awareness. This allows you to take charge of your life, laying down a solid foundation for lasting success and happiness. It's all about shifting your mindset from desperation to a genuine wish for improvement. You focus on building your inner strength and resilience. This way, you can tackle life's challenges with confidence and grace, instead of always chasing approval or success from others. This shift not only helps you reach your goals, but also boosts your overall quality of life. As you wake up each day with gratitude and purpose, you naturally attract what you want, creating a positive energy that radiates hope and strength. Instead of sticking to just one method to achieve your emotional goals, look at all the options available to you. Begin experiencing those feelings right here and now, knowing the universe is brimming with opportunities yet to explore. Give yourself the green light to try out every possible path that can lead to satisfaction. By adopting this open-minded approach, you help bring your deepest dreams to life and align yourself with the flow of abundance. Now, let's talk about the decisions we make. Choices are the building blocks of personal empowerment, shaping our lives in big ways and small. But often, we underestimate just how powerful they really are. We're sometimes stuck in our routines or held back by outside factors. Take, for example, someone who always hits that snooze button every morning. By doing that, they keep missing chances and are always late. Or think about the would-be entrepreneur who lets fear of failure hold them back, choosing a safe, conventional job instead of chasing their passion. But here's the thing. Every moment is a new chance to make a conscious decision. It's like a fresh canvas that allows us to rewrite our stories and shape our futures. Picture someone dealing with a tough situation at work. Maybe they lose their job or a project flops. Instead of giving up, they choose to adapt, turning their setback into a launchpad for growth and innovation. Just like someone who's dealing with tough relationships learns to value self-respect and set boundaries, we all have the power to take charge of our emotional health. By embracing our ability to choose, we gain control over our lives and open up endless